Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Inkwell Academy. My name is Sophia Wardell, and today we have a very special guest, international best-selling and award-winning children's author, Ekaterina Otiko. Ekaterina is the author of Sophie and Stefy, The Travel Sisters, a children's book series inspired by her travels with her two daughters. The series includes 12 picture books and 12 activity books. Thanks for joining us today, Ekaterina.
So glad to be here.
We are so glad to have you. And today I want to talk all about writing a children's book series because you are quite the expert on that. So, Ekaterina, if an author is looking to write a children's travel book series, how can they choose the destinations to feature in their stories?
Mhm. I currently have already 12 titles, and I plan to expand more because I'm always writing in my head and in my true life. But I'd say, obviously, explore the inner child inside you and be that kid who is excited for adventure. There's so many places around the world that are so amazing. And I'd say go for diversity of that geography from iconic destinations, like France, to very hidden, tiny gems like small islands in the Caribbean.
Right, that's a great way to make it exciting and fresh. Now, how do you incorporate personal travel experiences into your storytelling while making them still relatable and accessible for children who may not have traveled much?
Mhm. I consider myself a true global citizen. I'm Russian Finnish. My husband is British Nigerian. So our kids are truly multilingual, multiracial, multi cultural, and I love to share these experiences with the world. And believe it or not, kids who have traveled, they find the places that I describe in the books relatable, but those who have not, they get excited and they believe that they can. And if they're not physically able to do it at the moment, they can, through their imagination, be placed there. I personally grew up in the former Soviet Union that was closed at the time when I was a kid, and I had to travel through books. So once Soviet Union opened and I was able to go as an exchange student and study abroad, I was able to live all these experiences. Therefore, I have this eager desire to share these experiences with the young children and inspire them to explore the diversity of this beautiful world.
Yeah, wow, what a great topic to just get children educated on history, geography, and get them really excited about traveling and being global citizens and respecting and learning about other cultures. Now, what unique challenges have you faced in writing a series versus a standalone children's book? And how do you ensure continuity and excitement across multiple titles?
Mhm. Sure. I think it's a balance of keeping the patterns and at the same time developing the characters throughout the series. My travel book series have main kindly show two main characters, Sophie and Stefy, the travel sisters. However, they also have a lot of supportive characters. And they have a magical element to it. There is a magical globe that takes children on a mission, and every single time it's a unique mission. So we keep the pattern, they swoosh globe, they sing their song. However, in each country, for example, in France, they have to complete a cooking competition. In Australia, the travel sisters are going to sing in opera house, and in Kenya they are searching the big five.
How interesting. Now, how can an author balance educational elements with entertainment to keep young readers engaged in their books?
Mhm. I'd say children love to read something that they don't perceive as a textbook, right? So obviously making it exciting, adventurous, fun, and keeping it very, on top, always like very curious, makes children want to explore. And while they doing all of that, they, without realizing, learning.
Right, right, exactly. Now, how did you develop your characters and how do you use them consistently in your series to keep young readers engaged and to help build the brand of your entire series?
I'd say it was easy because it was based on my daughters. I have been to almost 100 countries. My daughters have been to 50. Ever since they were born, they were on a plane. They literally say we were raised on a plane, while other children were playing uh, different games on playgrounds. My kids were like checking into hotels, exploring different cultures, trying different foods. Therefore, I literally took the experiences and put it into Sophie and Stefy. And obviously, I based it on the contrast, which I think it exists in all families and relationships, a little bit of a sibling rivalry, a little bit of a contrast of the personalities, where the older sibling knows it all, want to stay on the mission, and the younger sibling is very naughty, gets into trouble. And of course, they have the magical globe that keeps them focused and keeps them going. However, the supportive characters, I really wanted to make them super fun. And the Travel Sisters have Macau that speaks multiple languages. So wherever they are, Macau teaches them the new fun facts about the country and the new words. There's a small turtle that happened to be colorful, but always gets into trouble and gets lost. They have to find the turtle, but while looking for the turtle, they complete the mission often because they have two fun dogs. And I know kids love animals, therefore I really wanted to incorporate these two characters. There's Sparkles and a lab that goes and helps on research, like in the lab. And there is Spots that spots the evidence on the missions.
Oh, how neat. I think that's a great way to get kids engaged and teach them about animals as well as just spark their interest because they already do love, the animals that they see every day, like dogs, cats, etc. Now, Ekaterina, that is wonderful advice, and I just thank you for all of it. To close this section, I want to just ask you, what would your biggest piece of advice to aspiring authors be in regard to creating children's book series that combine fun and learning?
Mm-hmm. I'd say obviously be really true and authentic to yourself, right? Because your story speaks for yourself and makes it exciting, and I think helps you develop a long series. Second, hire a very good team. I think who we work with matters. I am so fortunate to work with a truly multicultural, multinational team. And I have illustrator from Spain who lives in Canada. I have a product developer from Brazil who lives in South Korea. And my design team mostly in Philippines. Makes it very challenging at times. However, brings the best results. I love working with creative people. And I guess my last piece of advice will be to have fun while doing it.
Well, Ekaterina, thank you so much. That was wonderful insight on writing a children's book series.
Thank you.
Lastly, where can our listeners find and connect with you?
Mm-hmm. I have a website, www.sophieandstefy.com, and I am on Instagram at Sophie and Stefy Travels.
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to today's interview with international best-selling and award-winning children's author Ekaterina Otiko. Be sure to check out our website for more videos. Wishing you all a fulfilling and successful writing journey.